YouTube. Hopefully this works this time. I have the stock firmware now, so let's give it a go. Open source firmware. Blah 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 blah. Getting overtired, probably why I'm messing this up so much. Hopefully I don't break my drive. Open target firmware. Wait a minute. No. Don't want that. Hitachi found. Send move B to that. Which is basically vendor mode for reprogramming this. Restore firmware. Hopefully it works this time. Oh, I have it in the wrong folder. I'm really tired. I just have to copy the stock firmware into the appropriate folder so that the program can find it, because apparently it's not going to let me tell it where it is. It wants to find it in a very specific location. Alright, go back into Jungle Flasher. Everything seems to be stable. I'm flashing it right now with the stock firmware. Okay. So if all is well, I should be on the stock firmware now. Let's close out of here. I don't need to save the log file, I could care less. Open Jungle Flasher again. Just view the drive and it should say stock instead of LT Plus 2.0. Yes, this is a royal pain in the butt. Generally, you would just burn a CD, pop it and do the update offline, or throw it on a USB. I don't have a USB available, and my drive, for some reason, doesn't like the CDRs I have, even though they're verbatim brand, but whatever. Alright, so going about this roundabout way so that I can do it over Xbox Live without being detected for having modified firmware. There should be a way to do this. Should be a way to just view this without having to dump it, I would think. Evidently not, unless I just can't figure it out. I just want to know what's currently on here. Hold on. Let's just dump the drive, just see what's on it. I'm just dumping the firmware that I just flashed on it onto my computer so that I can see. Oh, it's telling me right there, firmware is stock. So we're good. that respect. I just don't want to disconnect it right now because I could break my drive. So I have to let it finish doing what it's doing. Something. Perhaps it's done? Okay. Guess it's done. Alright. So now, my drive should work. I gotta throw this back together, kinda, sorta. I can just kind of jimmy rig it and do that real quick, so I don't have to make another part for this. Hi. I can watch what I'm doing, I guess. I just don't want to have to make yet another part to this video, so I'm just gonna quickly run the dash, put this back in, make sure the disk drive works, then run the update here. Actually, I will have to do another part because I forgot I still have to flash it back to LT Plus 2.0. Sorry, trying to find the power button here. Because you do not want to hot swap this drive while it's on. Bad idea. It's not a USB drive, even though I was using it as one. Just make sure all's well with the drive. See, if there was something crucially wrong with the firmware that I just flashed, the power light itself would be blinking like ridiculously insane. So chances are everything's okay. Chances are, of course. Yeah, the eject button's not sitting quite right. So I'm gonna grab my remote. Make sure that the drive still works. Oops. I'm gonna take that button out of there now. Now, it's not gonna work with a backup game. Certainly hope not. So that would defeat the whole purpose of what I just did. Yeah, see. Play DVD, that's what it does. Alright, that's what it does with a copy game normally, stock, so that's fine. So now, I can connect this bad boy to Xbox Live. Take my handy dandy Ethernet cable. Plug that in. I gotta have my hard drive in, so can't hot swap that either. Because essentially the Xbox 360 hard drives, at least for the fat ones, that all they are notebook hard drives in a really big shell. Not hot swappable by any means. Sorry. Now I can safely do the update while connected to Xbox Live, so I don't have to worry about that. Because I have the original firmware that should be on here. See? System update is available. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my controller on, that would help. Yes, let that do its magic. Without getting banned. Hopefully. Let it do what it's doing. That sounds so unhealthy. Anyways. It's also running with the case open, so it's going to be louder than normal. That's to be expected. Sorry. Yada yada yada, fun, fun, fun. I love how I just kind of totally like occupy the living room for projects like this. It's also after midnight, so I'm the only one up, but yeah. Otherwise this wouldn't fly too well. This part's kind of boring, so it could take a little bit, so I'm just going to cut it at this point, and I'll start the next video, which is reflashing the stock, and I'll show you that I'm on the newest update as well, once this is done. Alright, peace.